Third reactor, roll off.
What's going on, Reactor Rights, and welcome back for another review. This time we are covering DC's Legends of Tomorrow. He's John, I'm Mike. We just finished watching the first 2 episodes of the new CW show. Wow.
Yeah, it was. I'm enjoying it. I know, like, there are other reviewers or critics. They've checked it. They said it was all right. But I enjoyed, like, just the cast, like all the different casts. They come from different types of backgrounds. They're like villains, anti-heroes, and just regular heroes, just teaming up, and it's kind of cool to see different dynamics just coming together.
Yeah, like it's just the ensemble cast, and I remember when we first heard about this, I was like, I don't know about the whole idea, and especially the fact they include time travel in it. But it all works.
Yeah.
Like this whole show, like each episode, we watched both first 2 episodes back to back, and it was just like each time it was like everything, like each character brings something new to the table, like you're saying, and then just like the comedy element, like Heat Wave.
Yeah,
he was funny, but he had like different moments with different characters, and it was the fact that they could do that with all of them was really interesting. Like it made the show so much more enjoyable than I thought it would be. But
yeah. So it's just, here's a quick summary of the show. It's just pretty much Rip Hunter from the future, British Time Lord.
Basically,
nothing like Doctor Who. So he goes back in time and he looks for these ragtag team. You have Heat Wave, you have Captain Cold, White Canary, Atom,
Hawk Girl,
Hawkman. And you got Dr. Martin Stein and Drax Jefferson combining together to create, Firestorm. And is that it?
That's it.
So pretty much they're all together, and so they try to save the future because Vandal Savage, he's killing everything, he's destroying everything. He's like the Uber Caesar, Hitler. I don't know who else you want to say. Alexander, just people taking over.
Yeah, and we thought he was done, right? Like we saw that in the crossover episode.
I didn't think he was done.
Yeah, but yeah, they reveal that no matter what, as long as there's like a single molecule left of him, that they'll always have to fight Vandal Savage. He's like Majin Buu.
How does that happen? Like, okay, let's say you kill him, you slice him and dice him. But that one cell, does it like just come out like kind of like those pre fishes? Like evolution, it turns into a fish, and then a monkey or something, and then humans. Is that how it works, or just automatically he just is? It's like, I'm here.
I'm not even gonna respond to that. Anyways, I'm hoping they explain it because he died, but then now the fact they're going back in time. See, this is the thing we were talking about in a previous episode with Flash. It's like, how does time travel work? And it's like in this one, I guess they explained it a little better, because it's always an element that they have to fight against. Like he even says, Rip Hunter says, like, we'll be fighting against time itself, because each time they do something, if they mess up, it can affect their timeline.
Yeah.
So like
it's just pretty much like if you've seen Back to the Future. Let's say Martin McFly messes up a timeline. He looks at his photo, it starts to disappear, like his sister or himself. And here you see the same thing. Like, let's say Martin Stein, if he, because they went back to 1975, and they mess around with the timeline, Martin Stein's timeline, and you can see like his ring finger, or the ring on his finger just disappearing, representing that he never met his wife. So it's kind of like that. It's kind of I like that timeline. So whatever you change in the past, it's gonna change in the future.
Yeah, like even like the Atom, he loses like a piece of his like technology off his suit, and they take it, and then they find out later that the fact that they lost it in the back, at this time in the 1975, means that Vandal Savage is even more of a bigger problem later on in the future. So it's like it's kind of tricky, because then like I feel like there's gonna be more consequences to this. Because we've even seen, like, in The Flash, where they talk about it, like, even in the most previous episode, where they say that, time will fight back. Somehow, some way, like, if you change something in the time, it means that there will be consequences in another way, even though...
But they already changed it for The Flash, with Reverse Flash going back to kill Barry Allen's mom.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like it's fighting back. It looks like they have to stick to that path. Mm-hmm. So it's like a lot of plot holes, for me at least.
Explain and...
See, this one's just simple. Back to the Future, just whatever happens in the past, the future's going to change because of that. So I like it.
Yeah, and the cool thing is also like, they get to go to different times, so you get to see like a different era and a different look. Like I like when they get back to 1975, everything's different. Everybody wears different clothes, and there's one of my favorite scenes is when they go to a bar. Mm-hmm. It's Captain Cold, Heat Wave, and White Canary, and then like they just start like this bar room brawl, and it's just a great scene. It's just good stuff.
Yeah, I just love the part where it's like, "You want to dance, Captain Cold?" And he's like, "I'm good. I'll just watch."
And then even White Canary, like this guy kind of tries to dance with her, and she's like, "Oh, no thanks, but I'm kind of interested in your lady friend over there."
Yeah, and he got mad, of course. Yeah. And everybody fights, and a good time was had by all.
Yeah, and both episodes were great. Like I was looking on whatever IMDb or Wikipedia, and they say that both episodes were written by both Andrew Kreisberg, Mark Guggenheim, and Greg Berlanti.
Yeah.
So that's like the dream team, I guess. Like them three together is what makes the magic that we've come to know. But then like it's like they get all paired off into different shows. Like obviously Andrew Kreisberg, I think he's focusing on both. No, I think he's focusing majorly on Flash. Mark Guggenheim's on Arrow, and Greg Berlanti and Andrew Kreisberg are focusing on Supergirl. So it's like, I kind of hope that they stay focused on Legends of Tomorrow, because so far it's off to a good start,
Yeah. So so hopefully they stick to it, because I'm more of a fan of Greg Berlanti and Andrew Kreisberg stuff compared to Mark Guggenheim. No offense, but Arrow is like one of my least favorite of the DC shows.
Yeah, and it wasn't at first though, right? Like
at first I loved Arrow. Like the first and second season, they were great. Like the bad guys, the villains. Like it's the villain arc was great. For the recent one, season 3 and season 4, they kind of fell off, for me at least.
Yeah, and it's like even this show, like each character has such enough amount of like story that you care for them, because like obviously, Martin Stein, his whole thing is like he wanted to go just because the whole adventure thing, but he never thought to think of like the ramifications of him leaving and him drugging Jefferson to take him with him. And it's like now he doesn't have his wife.
Yeah, because pretty much he's selfish. Like he has a chance to travel back in time, so he'll drug people to do that.
And it's like, Adam, he's like, he wants to go because he feels insignificant. Like he died already. People still think he's dead. Yeah. And he said like nobody cared. Like he seems like, when he died and he was gone for all that time, like the world went on and nobody cared.
I think that's kind of like crappy writing. Because if you're a billionaire, you have your own company, and they die, something's going to happen, It's not... Of course, life will move on, but, people's going to talk about it, and it might be sad. So, he... I don't know, something wrong with the way Ray Palmer is.
Well, I mean, he has no family, really, right? Like, he has no, like, immediate family, and then now he doesn't have a girlfriend because Felicity's with Oliver, so I guess that's what he was trying to get at. I don't know.
Well, just talk about, it's just him just having nobody there to love him.
Yeah.
He just wants to be loved.
And then the whole thing with, Kendra Saunders and then Carter Hall, who's, Hawkgirl and Hawkman.
That's my gripe for this episode, Kendra Saunders. Just because we've seen it before in the Flash, the crossovers. Like, Kendra's like, oh, I'm not ready for this. I'm not Hawkgirl, or I'm not supposed to be with you, Hawkman. And it's like, okay, we get it, She doesn't want to follow down that beaten path of just that love that she's supposed to be with Hawkman. But it's just, I don't know. I just don't like it.
You think it was just too coincidental? Like, they happened where he died?
Not that it's coincidental, but it's just her just always complaining about that. It's like, I'm already tired of it. Move on.
But, the thing that I liked the most about their storyline was their son. Like, I thought that was really cool. Like, because they've lived so many lifetimes, and to go back and find their son, and that he's older now, and, like, even though she doesn't remember and he doesn't remember, they at least have some attachment to him, because he even shows them the picture.
Yeah, I like that. Like, he shows the picture. Even if she has no memories of him, like, she still knows, like, okay, this is This is our son. We've never met him. Our memories are wiped out, but you still want to take care of that person because they took care of you before. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
But overall, I enjoyed it, especially in the second episode where you get to see like this big, all-out brawl on the lawn.
It kind of reminds me of remember that Avengers moment where you get to see all the superheroes fighting, the cameras going everywhere. It's kind of like that. So you see all the heroes doing their thing one by one. Very cool sequence. I have to talk. I must commend Katie Lotz and her fighting skills as White Canary. So awesome. Like one of my pet peeves in the Arrow. Like some of the actors, actresses, when they fight, it doesn't look believable. But Katie Lotz, I give her props for that.
Yeah, definitely. When you see her in her scenes, like when her action scenes, like it's believable. It's so much more believable than some of the stuff we've seen in Arrow, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool if you like that show. But I mean, if I had to choose between one canary, it's gonna be White Canary.
Sarah Lance.
So let us know what you guys thought about the show, the first 2 episodes, if you guys have seen them.
Whether you like him, whether you hated it, whether you disagree with us, it's okay,
We're all different people, okay?
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out our other videos and our other reviews. We check out, Flash. We check out
Supergirl, Agent Carter, and X-Files.
X-Files, yeah. So check out those shows. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.